Well, good morning. Just walked on the treadmill and I've been out kayaking 5 days in a row. So I'm averaging about a pound a day. So I've lost 5 pounds. I've been weighing the treadmill, I'm walking 2.5 miles a day on it. But the kayaking is tending to help, I tell you. 18 is different than 67, let me tell you. It's constant war. But anyhow, I wanted to do a video here. I watch a YouTuber. Um, Her name is Laura Farms. And her husband bought her a Farmall, an International Farmall tractor, just like my grandpa's. And I commented on it, and I told her that I used to ride on my grandpa's lap in that tractor, that very tractor that she has, and and she said, and so she commented back, "Tell me more." So I figured it'd be easier to tell it a story, make a video, than to try to write it all out. But plus, I got some pictures here. This is the tractor. It's Farmall. Well, this isn't the actual one. This is a festival that we went to almost 20 years ago. My grandpa's tractor was sold in the sale after he died. But this mill, this Lutz Burr mill, wasn't. My dad held on to it, and my dad donated it. And this was a festival that we went to, it was probably 15, 20 years ago. And I believe it's spelled Lutz. And the mill was made approximately, I think, the same year my dad was born, 1927. But my dad had, and that's my dad, me in the middle, and then my son. You can see my son's quite young. He's probably in high school there, and now he's he's pushing 40. So my dad was like a little kid that day, telling stories, and they were taking pictures, and he was pouring bushel baskets of corn in the mill, and they had an old steam engine with a belt driven running it. I think the farmers used to run them off the tractors with a belt, but my dad grew up pouring a lot of corn in that thing, as a kid. So he had quite a day telling stories, and newspaper did an article, a write-up, but it made me think about this stone that I found in the river kayaking while I was kayaking, and some that they call this a button stone. The Native Americans made it, and some feel or have thought possibly it was used. They would put corn in there and then crush it, and that's how all the little marks and the little button was created. But I don't know. And this thing could be as old as 5,000 years, 3,500. I looked it up. It's called a button stone. They can be 3,500 to 5,000 years old. But yeah, anyhow, back to this Laura Farms YouTuber. She reminds me of a family that used to, the one daughter still goes to, I guess they still do, the mom and dad and the one daughter still go to our church, but they farmed same place that this festival was, down in Stillman Valley, and he had hogs, and he also farmed grain, corn, and beans. But I remember one year I was down there helping him on his house, and he had three daughters, and they always were playing musical instruments. And I think one played the harp. The one that goes to our church still, she plays the violin and plays it at church often. But he had St. Bernards, and I asked him. I says, because they would sell the puppies. He goes, "Yeah, that's my income for buying the musical instruments." And I think it was that one particular year. He goes, "Yeah, I made more money selling puppies than I did hogs." So I got a kick out of that. But yeah, some years farmers have good years, some years not so much. But anyhow, I hope this story puts a smile on Laura's face. This video was for you, Laura. I figured it would be easier to do than to write it all out. But yeah, I have many fond memories of. I don't know if this picture shows it, but the seat is metal. It would get kind of cold when it was cold out. It had little holes to drain the water, but I remember many fond memories sitting on my grandpa's lap, riding around in that tractor. And her tractor had the same sickle mower that my grandpa had. He would mow the a lot of the roads down there were dirt on the farm, and then they put stone on them, but he could angle that sickle mower and mow the roadsides. Alrighty, just a little thought and memory of the past here. So, all right, hope you all are well. God bless.